So I could give two examples of how a concept is formed. You see, there's the well-known case of Helen Keller, who was blind and deaf at a very early age, and she couldn't communicate. Now, this teacher, Anne Sullivan, found a way, which was to play a game with this child, constantly putting the child in contact with various things and scratching the name on the palm of the hand, right?
All right, Miss O'Sullivan, let's begin with doll. D. L. Doll. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Put yourself in her place and say, okay, you can't see anything, you can't hear anything, you've never heard of names, right? You don't know what they are. You may have some sort of concepts, but they may be just whatever formed by experience in some accidental way. Like food might be a concept, right? That you could recognize somehow. You would know this is food, right? Because of the similar experience all the time. So that when you're hungry and then you get food, right? But then that's very limited. Now then, suppose you're going through this experience of touching all sorts of things, getting different experiences, and having a common experience. It feels different as you touch it in different places, right? But the same scratch is on there.
L. L. Think it over. K. E. She spells cake, she gets cake. She doesn't know yet it means this. Isn't that funny? She knows how to spell it, but doesn't know she knows.
Now, for a long time, the child didn't see the point of that game, you see. But she was picking it up, nevertheless.
I know one word, and I can put the world in your hand. And whatever it is to me, I won't take less. How do I tell you that this means a word, and the word means this thing, wool, or this. S-T-O-O-L means this thing. Oh, dress. F-A-C-E, face.
You know, one day she was exposed to water. Perhaps it was in a pail, and standing still in a pail in the morning, or a little bit later, she was exposed to running water. The same name was scratched.
W-A-T-E-R. Water.
The teacher was doing some very good thinking, although it may have been intuitive. She didn't say it in words, but she must have sensed that this was the key problem, you see. Why did she scratch the name, you see? You know, in other words, therefore there was some very, in order to communicate this point, some very clear thinking, some very good thinking had to take place.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my dear. Round. Yes.
It was an insight into concepts. She may have conceptualized before on the basis of some experience, but she could never attach a name to it. Without the name, it would never have worked. She could see that it was all the same, that therefore not merely water, but everything could be done that way. See, so that was something very general, an insight, and you can see that insight is a nonverbal activity which transformed her life. Right? She had the concept of the concept. That is, she had the source of it, right?